Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. For those of you that have been with the channel some time, you'll know that adult acne is a reality in terms of my skin, even into my 37th year here on planet Earth. In fact, a lot of us, even into our 30s, 40s and beyond, do still suffer with breakouts and congestion in the skin. A lot of the traditional drying lotions, spot healing creams are very aggressive on the skin. They strip, they dry, and they irritate. So I'm always on the lookout for a really nice addition to my skincare routine that'll minimize the prevalence of any breakouts, but do so in a much more gentle way. Recently, I stumbled across this product, IPC Skin Treatment from Revolution Skin. So the IPC in the title is actually a shortened version of a ridiculously long chemical name, which I have linked in the description box below. There's been some recent studies done on this ingredient that show it can be really effective when it comes to minimizing acne-causing bacteria, inflammation, and the prevalence of breakouts overall. But the key finding is it does so in a much more gentle way than benzoyl peroxide and some other traditional spot treatments. Of course, when I read this, I had to try it out, and I want to share with you my thoughts, feelings, and opinions in today's video. So sit back, relax, let's talk a gentle blemish treatment. Now, before we get into this video, just a quick reminder to do all that YouTubey stuff if you haven't already. If you could reach down and give this video a big thumbs up on a like. Honestly, this is the very best way of helping me to get this message out there loud and clear. I don't want anyone to sit there feeling that they have to go for traditional stripping and drying spot lotions when there might be better options on the market. The more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. I would also love to hear you guys. What are your thoughts on this product? What products and ingredients work best when it comes to tackling your own adult acne? Let's get that conversation going. But in true Mad About Skin style, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, for convenience, I'm going to be breaking this video down into sections. We're going to first start off with what exactly this ingredient is, some of the data and studies that sit behind it. And then I'm going to come on to my own experience with this product, of which the core ingredient is that IPC, share with you like my before and after and how it helped me get on top of my own adult acne experience. Finally, we'll summarize everything down to work out whether there's space for this in your own skincare routine. If you want to jump to one section of the video over another, be my guest. All the timestamps are linked in the description box below, as is a link to where you can purchase this product no matter where in the world you happen to be. So let's kick things off with what is this ingredient and what does it claim to do? Well, IPC was actually isolated by Princeton University that then put it through some robust testing to show just how effective it can be. These studies were then peer reviewed, which is really a hallmark, a really good study and data point to back up the usage and efficacy of any ingredient. I've linked some of the data studies into this ingredient in the description box below if you do want to read them for yourself. But to kind of summarize, what it showed is that use of IPC over an 8-week treatment window on a daily basis actually delivered some really great results when it came to minimizing the prevalence of acne-causing bacteria on the skin. The less acne-causing bacteria we have, the fewer breakouts that we're going to see. They said that the results were actually in excess of what you traditionally see with a 3% benzoyl peroxide treatment. Benzoyl peroxide, whilst it might be a little old-fashioned, is still the go-to acne treatment for a whole suite of people out there, and again, it reduces the acne-causing bacteria to deliver really great benefits. However, benzoyl peroxide is quite stripping and drying on the skin, it's quite irritating, and it can bleach the hairline, your clothes, your bedding. It doesn't give the very best user experience. The studies into IPC showed that not only was it more effective at reducing acne-causing bacteria than benzoyl peroxide in that 3% concentration, but it did so with far fewer side effects. In fact, instead of irritating the skin like you'll see with benzoyl peroxide, it actually had some great benefits when it came to reducing inflammation. Often breakouts that we have seem a little bit more inflamed, more red, more noticeable because of that inflammation. So if you can get an ingredient in your skincare routine that reduces the risk of breakouts, but also minimizes any inflammation associated with them, it's kind of that double whammy that I personally am all about. I was really intrigued when I read these studies. I thought, yes, that's enough to convince me to put this through its paces to see if this ingredient can actually deliver some meaningful benefit on human skin. I scoured the skincare world for products that contain it, and unfortunately the only one I found was this. This is the Revolution Skin 1% IPC Skin Treatment. Now, this IPC ingredient isn't exclusive to Revolution Skin, so I'm sure as its popularity increases, other brands will start formulating with it, but at the moment, this is the only one that I could actually find. It was only £9, so I love the fact that you can get this ingredient at an affordable price point, and I found that one tube, this is now my second, and one tube lasted me about 8 weeks, so you're paying that at, that £9 over 2 months, which I don't think is too bad. So this as a product contains a 1% concentration of the IPC, which is what the study showed to deliver maximum benefits over that 8-week study period. I've used this for 8 weeks because I thought that would give me that maximum opportunity to share with you just how effective it is or isn't by following what that study showed, which demonstrated its efficacy over that 8-week point. They also include some panthenol and other calming and soothing ingredients in this product, which I like to see. It'll kind of double down on the anti-inflammatory benefits of that IPC if you just used it in isolation. So I use this twice a day, morning and evening, which is what the brand recommend. And they also say to apply it at one of the later stages in your skincare routine because you need to let it sink in properly before you put any products on top. So I did my full skincare routine, applied this onto the areas where I tend to be more breakout prone, then applied my moisturizer on top of it. And you can kind of use, this is very flexible. You can use it as you want and what you think will deliver maximum benefit. For me, I wanted to use it as a treatment to minimize any acne breakouts that I have, but I also wanted to use it as a preventative measure. So I tended to apply it twice a day onto the areas where I tend to get breakouts, which is T-zone and across my forehead. It certainly does take about 3 or 4 minutes to sink in. It has an initial tackiness on application, but that will sink in over that 4-minute period and it disappears without a trace. Put your moisturizer on top of it, and honestly, I've experienced zero redness, peeling or irritation. Now I used it over 8 weeks because that's what that study showed to deliver maximum efficacy, and I have actually been really impressed with the results. Lots of things do dictate acne breakouts and the prevalence of them, hormones, environmental factors, diet, this all plays a part. And of course this is only tackling one of those, that prevalence of acne causing bacteria. But I have noticed over that 8-week period I've tended to be less breakout prone than when I started. But I think the key benefit for me is the breakouts I do get don't seem as red or inflamed as usual. This is definitely great because if you can keep inflammation down, reduces the risk of any hyperpigmentation or scarring. So I find that the heal time of any breakouts I get is roughly halved, which is a really, really good experience from such a drugstore and affordable product. Zero irritation, and I've used benzoyl peroxide in the past and stopped because it was so stripping and drying. And it also, like I said, bleached the hairline, which I wasn't a fan of. Don't have any issues with this, none of the discoloration on your sheets, on your clothes, on your hairline. I genuinely think this is streets ahead of benzoyl peroxide when it comes to an acne treatment, but just set your expectations right. This isn't going to minimize or eliminate the risk of any breakouts in the future. It will help get them under control, minimize the appearance of the breakouts that you do have. But I think, if anyone goes into this expecting their adult acne to disappear after a couple of uses, you're definitely going to have to reassess your expectations. Over that 8-week period, I think it can deliver really great benefits, but I do still get breakouts. They're less frequent than they were, but they're still very much part of my day-to-day skincare life. For me, the main reason I'm going to continue to use this is it works beautifully alongside other acne-fighting ingredients. So I'm currently using sulfur as a once-weekly treatment to minimize my acne, and also adapalene, which is a newer generation retinoid, clinically proven again to minimize the prevalence of any breakouts. Normally, you'd struggle to use other high-potency spot treatments alongside these because they can be irritating in their own right. This pairs beautifully with them, and I actually find using this alongside my adapalene minimizes any side effects from that retinoid, so it kind of is like that perfect pairing. It's rare that you find a spot treatment so gentle that you can use it alongside other acne-fighting ingredients, and the fact that this allows you to do it means you get a fully comprehensive acne-fighting skincare routine in a way that I never was able to get with, say, like benzoyl peroxide. Yeah, I am really, really loving this. I hope in the future more brands will formulate with IPCs and ingredients, so as consumers we have more choice. But in the meantime, this is drugstore, it's affordable, it's cruelty-free, and it's enough to convince me to continue to use it and make it a permanent feature in my skincare routine. I would love to know your own experiences with adult acne. Where are you on your acne journey? What ingredients and products have worked for you? And are you interested to give this a try? If you are, definitely read some of those studies that are done into it, which I've linked in the description box below, so you can kind of read firsthand some of the benefits you can experience and work out whether it's going to be right for you. If you decide to take the plunge, I've left some links for your convenience as to where you can purchase it if you're willing to give it a try, but make sure you feedback and let me know what experience you've got if you do put it through its paces. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.